Hey, this is JR, the expat in Saigon. Today I'm here at Viva Star Coffee, and was going to talk a little bit about something that you'll definitely run into here in Vietnam if you go out with the local people. That's rice wine. Rice wine's a little bit of a misnomer because rice wine's really an alcoholic beverage with a pretty high alcohol content, usually around 30–40% alcohol. So calling it wine, it's really not. The word rượu, which is the word here that they use for alcoholic drinks, just means alcohol. It doesn't really mean wine. So it's kind of mistranslated when they use it in context with rice wine. It just means alcohol. I really don't want to go into the entire history of rice wine. There's a really good article in the Saigoneer. It's a two-part article about the history of rice wine. It takes you all the way back. It also goes through the colonial period when there was actually prohibition here in Vietnam. It was kind of a bloody time, man. The French really cracked down on the local people making their traditional rice wines and stuff and took over the industry. It was kind of a tragic period. I think that you definitely should check the article out if you have an interest in rice wine. It's a two-part article. It's in the Saigoneer, and the links are in the description below. I'd definitely check that out. Rice wine is the tradition here, and it's been made for thousands of years, and there are some good products out there. And the local people usually know where the good rice wine makers are, and also the rice wine that you buy in stores and supermarkets that has the tax stamps on it and stuff is safe to drink. So, as safe as any alcohol anyway. Later in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a margarita with rice wine. It actually comes out pretty good, and it's hard to tell from a real margarita. So there is other uses for rice wine other than drinking shots. I think you'll enjoy that too. We'll do that later in the video. Most of the time, if you get invited to eat and drink with the guys, there might be some rice wine there. Personally, I don't think that it's a good idea to drink with the locals when they're drinking rice wine. I think it's a better idea to stick with beer. The rice wine, you don't know where it's sourced and where it came from, and it can actually be kind of dangerous. A lot of times when they make rice wine, they don't feel like the alcohol content's high enough. Well, they'll kind of beef it up a little bit with cheaper alcohol like methanol. Methanol is really poisonous stuff and can make you sick with a very small percentage of it, the drink being methanol. So it's a good thing to avoid it. A lot of the rice wine here has animal parts in it. So you might think that that's a little unusual, and it is. It'll have snakes, lizards, bear parts, you name it, it can have it in there. I especially wouldn't drink that. It's up to you though. If you feel like that it's important to socialize with the locals and drink their liquor, go ahead, but really it's at your own risk. Ray, come back here a minute.
Huh?
This is part of my dinner purchase. Let's check out the Regal, okay? This one is 35% alcohol. 39%. This one, Rodak, is
actually the same, but it's just rugao. This is the colonial name, and when they used to say it was illegal. Okay. Let's grab one.
You sure you're gonna buy them?
Yeah.
You trust it?
These actually make pretty good ones. I'm surprised most people can't even tell the difference between this and a white tequila margarita. So we needed orange juice, and I think I need some salt.
Today we're going to make a Saigon margarita. A Saigon margarita is kind of an interesting thing because there's no tequila in it. It's got rugao. We also don't have triple sec, so we use a little orange juice with a little cognac and brown sugar. The end result's pretty good. Rhea's got mine ready, and I'm going to give it a shot. Really a nice drink for a hot Saigon day. I can't say that all my experiences with rice wine have been good, and certainly at the end of this video feel like it's my duty to warn you about drinking with the locals. I think it's okay to drink beer with the local people, but if I were you, I'd certainly stay away from the rice wine. There's a lot of people every year get poisoned from rice wine, and it just doesn't seem to be worth it to me. The benefits definitely do not outweigh the risks. So if you are going to drink rice wine, you might want to try picking up your rice wine at the supermarket. I think it's a better idea. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. We'd sure like to have you as part of our group, and thank y'all for watching.